Okay, we'll do it like this. I'm so sorry. I think I shared it right. I think I shared it right. So if I didn't, Hershey, let me know. I went into my email. I tried the best I could. They wouldn't tell me how old that contact was, so I don't know if it was somebody else. That was the problem. Yo, I apologize. You know what I mean? Trying my best over here. Puff up gear. Oh shit. So yeah, man. At least I have co-stream time and all that good stuff. I don't want to walk around with a mustache, man. I'm gonna take care of that soon. Hopefully you can hear me well. I tested everything backstage. It said it was okay. Hmm. I'm gonna put my banners on right here. Oh yeah, here we go. Excuse me.
Hey Google.
Aha! So
Thanks for that
I did
warning.
find the right email. Sorry. How you doing, Hershey?
I am absolutely phenomenal. How are you doing, sweetie? I'm a bit
It's
tired. It's
wonderful.
been a busy day. Uh,
It's a bit late. It's a bit late for both of us, to be honest.
yeah. I appreciate the invite. I can hang out for a little while. I
Absolutely, that'd be
I don't
awesome.
know
That'd be
how
awesome.
social I am on here. I'm just I'm a card reader, so I guess if we
Oh,
get
does
some
card
people
reading
that
make you
tune
not
in,
social? Does card reading make you not social? Come on, it's
I
okay.
didn't say
Like,
that. I didn't say that. I just said I don't know how social um, I am. Just outside of you know camera and uh, well, I have a question.
what?
Are you on a cell phone or a computer?
Yeah, I'm on a cell phone. Yeah,
If
my
you turn
computer's
your
dead.
if you turn your screen
I
off
can
of
hear.
auto, it will be the same size on here. If you turn it off portrait and turn your camera long way, your phone long ways, we would
I
both be the
know,
same
and you know
size.
what? When I joined up, and when you're uh when Thomas asked me to do that, I did it immediately, right? But
Uh
I
huh.
don't normally do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I mean,
Because
it
it's
not
different.
good
It's like,
there.
first of all, I just want you to understand there's no pressure, right? So you're a card
Oh
reader,
no,
but
I
you're
just
on
didn't know if you knew.
camera.
I didn't know if you knew or not. That's all.
I do. And when Thomas asked me to do it, I did it immediately. Just like,
Oh, see,
you
I'm
know,
late to the party. I didn't know
no,
if
no,
you
no.
knew.
You're not late to the party. You're not late to the party. Like you both were nice enough to invite me up, and I did that. Like I did that. What's up, Dan? How you doing? But no, when I'm on normal YouTube, the um the vertical, right, is what
Uh
people
huh.
are able to scroll. That's the only reason I have that many subscribers, right, Dan? Dan, you can tell her the truth because you've been around for this time that I've been hustling. You know what I mean? So it's a really weird phenomenon. But I'm saying, like, because
Thank you, Dan. I
you
appreciate
mentioned
it.
you're a card reader. You
I
don't,
have.
right now you're on camera not because you're a card reader, not because you have to. So there's no pressure.
Oh no, I love reading cards. If anybody wants any cards, I'll definitely pull some cards. It's my thing. But the skin
That's cool.
is thanks to Texas. It's because of Texas. I have to thank
Right?
the wonderful state of Texas.
Not good Dan's been in since the wormy days, he says. Yeah. Not good Dan. You've been in since the angel days, not good Dan. You don't even know. But
Right.
anyway, yeah. No. I just want you to be comfortable. It's like you're not on the spot to have to do that, to have to perform like that, you know?
Oh, I know. I know that. That much I do know. I appreciate that. You made that clear the first time, so I really appreciate that. It's just my thing. If anybody does uh want a read, I am here. I pretty much read on everything. Not everybody does. My
What's
I
up,
have
Rusty? What's up,
favorites.
Dan?
Hello,
Wow.
hello,
Okay.
hello.
Well, no, not that Angel was a regular streamer. That's not the point, Dan. Hey, Rusty, do you want to have a read by Hershey? Rusty's been through a lot. Rusty has been through the what do you call it? NDE, like near death experience. He's been dead and he's been back.
I have two,
And
twice.
he asked me about it, and the only thing I said to him, I was like, "What color did you see?" Because when I've been close, I've been yellow, turned to purple, turned to nothing. And so that's the only thing I could ask Rusty. I said, I have a very personal reason to say, when I was dying, that's all I saw. So
Hmm.
Rusty's ready for a reading. What kind of reading, Rusty? Do you want, you know, uh, ask away, right? Is that okay, Hershey?
Absolutely. I do personal. I basically read on anything. Politics. If you have a specific question, uh,
Right
I do
on.
yes and no's. I call them yawns, like just quick yes or no's. If you have, a question that you're just struggling with and you just need a yes or no answer, I have almost a deck for any question. So it is completely up to you, whatever you would want.
Well, I don't know,
Oh,
duh,
I
Dan, but
Yeah,
that's what I've
blind
dealt
spots
with.
are a little harsh if you're not
But
somebody that has thick skin. Blind spots can definitely be be a little harsh.
right. So Rusty, Taro, that's Thomas is saying, Taro your way is saying that, the specialty is the blind spot. If you're okay with that, what's up, Sean? Rusty, if you want to proceed with that, I guess that's cool. And
I would not recommend a blind spot, and I promise you, my deck is almost 97% accurate with its blind spots. It's the querent or the person that's asking for it that isn't ready for the psychology that comes behind it. So, um, if you're not in like if you're not at your sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you literally just cannot see what your blind spot is, that's the kind of read you would want to ask me, and we would do it privately or one on one. But
right on. Well, Rusty
I do
basically
have
just said
sessions.
like
Well, I was trying to
Rusty
explain. I do have
Rusty said
sessions
like
where I
sure
do
why
them,
not.
but
So I don't think he wants
I
something
wouldn't want to
that
do it
I don't think he
tonight.
wants
I
something that
wouldn't want to
deep.
do blind spot tonight.
I don't think
Thank you,
Rusty
Dan.
wants to
Thank
go
you.
that deep either. He just said sure why not. Can you give me a
Oh, I
general
don't have
reading?
control over what comes through. I just don't know if I have the energy for a blind spot. But let's see. I did see tarot, so he's choosing tarot, and I'm getting a strong urge for either Lisa Hunt or maybe Cthulhu. Why am I feeling Cthulhu? Are you a H. Holmes kind of fan? Like usually I don't feel Cthulhu for most people, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab
Oh,
it.
you're always gonna feel it with me. You're always gonna feel it with me because I got that Necronomicon shit.
Oh,
You're always
I
gonna
have
feel it
that.
when
I
I'm
have
around.
that deck too. I have that deck too.
Yeah. But this is for Rusty, not me. This is for Rusty, not me. So
I
Rusty,
know.
Rusty.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware. But I'm definitely going with Cthulhu because that's what Miles says to grab, and that's what I'm grabbing. And you want Serpent and the Peacock? You want both? With what? Okay.
Yes, Dan. Yes, Dan. We are chilling. We are chilling.
Most definitely. This is chilling to me.
Oh, thank you, Dan. Can I pin that or something? Let me put that up
Oh, you asshole. You're just the whole ass right now.
there. Whoops, sorry.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
My
I just
whole
wanted to
deck
say,
is my
Dan
whole deck
said,
exploded.
there you go. You can read it. I put it up there now. There you go.
Aw, thank you.
I know.
Who's open your third eye? Uh, mm. Well, I
He's
can
talking
tell you
about
right
like the
now, anybody
telescope.
that
He's
has
like
had a
all the brown
near
eye
death
has.
experience or a death experience, your third eye is already open. Matter of fact, it should be blown wide open and there's no off switch. So if you've had that near death experience, you don't have to worry about your third eye because you already know what's over there. And if you got to come back, that means that they probably highly recommend that you tell your story and help people get real comfortable with death. I say that because they literally flew up out of here. Okay, so now 59 cards out of a 78 deck fell on the floor, but the only two literally that were face up out of all of those cards was Queen of Wands energy and the seven I'm sorry, the eight of swords. So when you think about the eight of swords energy being paired with the Queen of Wands, you have to understand first that Queen of Wands necessarily male or female is irrelevant. It's about the energy. We both have them inside of us as human beings, right? No matter what we are outside of this human meat flesh, this fourth and third dimension meat suit that we're wearing right now, we are not this. If you've been on the other side, then you understand that this human existence is because we broke a universal law and we have to learn something. So we are here to experience something. The bigger the universal law we broke, the harder this walk usually is for us. Sometimes we don't learn and we have to completely rewalk it over and over and over again. So I feel like that's why this Queen of Wands is coming in, because it didn't come in completely upside down, but when cards fall sideways for me, it has a very specific meaning. As a shadow reader, this lets me know that it is directly your energy. So this would be the female energy. If you were born under the yang energy, this would be your yin energy, right? Whether you were born under it or not, it's still inside of you. There's still a part of you that can get quite festive and quite fiery, but because it fell sideways, there's a part of you that maybe doesn't see that there is a nagging that comes about feeling sometimes, maybe even somewhat shoving feelings of unworthiness in your pockets. Why do I say you shove it in your pocket? Because you've got this eight of swords energy, right? So the eight of swords is most indubitably about isolation and feeling trapped, right? So when you think about this absolutely stunning eight of swords, you have to see that it's blindfolded, right? They're blindfolded, but their hands are not tied. Their hands are free. They can take the blindfold off and they can get themselves out of their own way, but they choose to stay in that stinking thinking and that monkey man mentality because this Queen of Wands was sideways. So there is some unbalance going on here. We need to worry about focusing how to get it balanced, right? And I said, so where am I going to get the balance from? And that's when they sent me to Cthulhu, right? So when I say that Cthulhu came out hard and heavy, the first thing out of Cthulhu's mouth was the Judgment card. So when you think about the Judgment card within itself, it's a card about awakening, but not to just some of the truth, to absolutely both sides of it. You have to understand that there's two sides to every single coin. I don't care what coin you pick up, I don't care what century it came from. There's always two sides, and you have to understand that it's intentionally made that way. So because judgment came out, this is one of the answers to maybe stopping the stinking thinking or the monkey mind mentality where you have to worry about constantly something other than your own problems. If you focus just on you and be your center of attention right now, you can worry about judgment only for yourself. You don't have to worry about who's judging you and who you are judging, because you're either being judgmental or you are being judged. It's just how life goes. But if you focus just on you right now, you get the reverse energy of Nine of Swords, right? So when you think about this Nine of Swords in reverse, this is um this is that feeling of hopelessness, but it's paired with judgment, right? So this is the part that you get to understand. You've been carrying around other people's energy, right? So this is what you're going to be paying attention to. This is what you're looking for while you're thinking about just you and where you are being judgmental on yourself. Where do you have these feelings of hopelessness? Where do you have these feelings of despair or worry or just unwanted, right? Those are where it wants you to focus at, because you absolutely can turn it around. When I go to the bottom of the deck on both decks, blah blah blah, I get Six of Pentacles over here in the Serpent and the Peacock, which tells me that you absolutely will have a benefit, and you will have people that are reaching out to you to help you once you start working on this side of you, and you come back in with the Empress energy. So you're bringing yourself right back in, and you're birthing a new version of you put together exactly how you want to be seen, heard, felt, loved, and respected. So you are turning it around at the end of this, but it is not going to be an easy uphill journey for you until you get to the point where you are ready to turn you into the you that you see inside of you. And that's what I've got for you right now. I was not doing a Celtic cross. I am so intimidated by a Celtic cross, y'all. Like I've only been reading tarot for just a little over 6 years now, and I am so intimidated by the Celtic cross because it's so
Right,
personal.
right. But
It's so
to
personal.
be honest, like the reading that you were doing for Rusty, he wears a Celtic cross. He has a Celtic cross tattooed on himself. You know what I
Really, I
mean?
have an ankh. I carry an ankh with me, so
Yeah.
I get this. I absolutely look. Where is it at? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to put my hands on it, am I? Oh no!
That's okay. That's okay. It's always
Nope,
under
I
your
found it.
right knee.
I
It's
found it.
always under the right knee.
So
That's the vortex,
I have this old scroll kind of thing, image
right?
of the Celtic cross where I can just set it on my desk and I can lay the cards out, like so I can start learning how to do the Celtic cross. But you see the crease lines in this scroll, right? Yep, it's
Right.
going right backwards.
Yeah, you want to put it. You want to put it right behind you, right away, right? But yeah,
out,
Rusty. He
out of
said, "Thank
sight,
you
out
very
of
much for
mind.
that." Rusty has a Celtic cross right on his body. You know what I mean? Like,
I love it. I
and
love
like
it.
I said, he's cheated death a couple of times. He's dealt with a lot of heavy, physical limitations, and
He's
he's
probably one hell of a root worker. I'm from the vibes I'm getting from this. There are just some people in life, and I am literally speaking from my own experiences. I have crawled out of more piles of shit than you can shake a stick at, and you can shake a stick at a lot of stuff. I'm
oh
just
yeah,
being honest. I mean, I
oh yeah,
have had the hardest of hard sometimes, and then I have met the best of the best, the worst of the worst. I put myself in prison. I put myself out of prison through college, through all kinds of things. So trust me when I tell you, I totally can recognize a familiar soul when I feel the energy. We go through shit just to prove that you got hope and you will come out on the other side of it. It hurts like hell when we have to go through the shit that we have to go through. But once we stop carrying other people's loads, no matter who they are, even if they're your children, trust me, I can talk about that one too because I have two boys.
Sure.
They're both Capricorn and they are nothing alike. Nothing.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, one's a December Capricorn and one's a January, and they are nothing alike. Nothing. Nothing alike. But yeah, I feel like some of us that go through the broken system, the broken family, the street life, the thug life, the drug life, the prison life, the criminal life, I don't know what a Brady Bunch family is. I didn't have that. I had a broken family. But I'm just here
Yeah.
to show everybody else that absolutely the only thing I ever needed was hope because everything I thought I needed to go through, everything I went through, I didn't need none of that shit. When I came through it on the other side, it was just me and my hope that got me through that. There was no helping hand or none of that. So just please pull that shit out of your pants, out of them pockets. And I can wear cargo pants too. There's a lot of pockets there. So you got a lot of pockets to clean out. But clean them damn pockets out because, honey, you don't need to carry around Tom, Dick, Harry, Diana, Stephanie, and Suzanne's weight. Make them carry their own shit. Carry yours and watch how much easier and simpler our type of life gets because we don't have to worry about trying to stay 5 steps ahead when we can stay present and not have to worry about getting sidelined anymore. So because we've already done everything, like what's the worst they could fucking do to us, right? I've literally died twice, literally no blood, no dead, not near death experience, all the way over, all the
Yeah.
way on
So
the
did
other
he.
side.
He died twice. He was flatlined. He was flatlined
Right. I
twice.
was completely no heart, no brain, completely flatline. And I'm not saying there's a difference in the two. I don't know if there is or not. I know I was dead. So I, man, there's so much more you've got to get out and I feel like you need to tell your story and you'll find the right person that'll listen and your story will it'll be fulfilling. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not easy for me to get up here and tell you everybody in the damn internet because once I say it, it's out there. But I don't give a damn. I let my trash take itself out around here. I don't care anymore.
Right.
So the more
Right.
you simplify your life, trust me, you've been on the other side. You understand this human shit. What am I stressing on? It don't make no. Never mind. That
Oh
shit don't
yeah.
exist on the other
There's
side.
nothing to
So let
lose,
that
right?
human shit go, man.
You only chopped out of that so that you can deliver now. Like there's nothing
That's
to
right.
lose. Don't
That's
be
right.
embarrassed.
Those of us that
Throw it
get
out.
the
Throw it
blessing to
out.
come
Throw it
back,
out.
they expect us to tell our story and to help those that are struggling or at the bottom of a fucking mud pit. Hey, here's a helping hand. Nobody was there for me, but I'm not going to let you drown. I'm going to help you. That's the kind of shit that we get to come back and do. And the more powerful connection that we have with the other side, the stronger and the more that we get to reach with our story and help someone. You don't know who the next person is that's going through something. And all you got to do is open up your mouth and start talking. And you can literally save a soul just like that. And you didn't have to do anything but start talking. You have to believe that you
Sure.
came back for a reason. Tell your story.
Yeah,
While I'm on a
in my
soapbox over
life,
here.
in my simple little life, I don't drive around, I don't make money, but what I do is I walk around, I shake hands, I make smiles, and every time I go back out there, they come back to me. Oh, hi to see you again.
Yep.
So my
Yep.
currency in life is being able to travel that way and
Yep.
just have, a good open conversation with everybody. Then
Hmm.
sometimes there's a conflict, but then sometimes that conflict makes us closer because I showed them where they were wrong. So my currency in life is just being able to walk about freely, shake hands, smile at people, and have them smile back. I guess it's something like a politician, but I don't know what a politician does. I
I
don't know
don't
what they
either.
do.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
right. So I'm a bum, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a bum with friendly terms. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what a fucking politician does. But currency in life for me is to just have open, lines of communication with everybody I run into. Like, hey,
So
neighborhood kid,
I
boom.
I have
Hey,
to speak
neighborhood
on
mom,
something real
boom.
quick. I don't mean to
Sure.
cut you off, but
No,
okay, so I'm putting my deck back together and Miles says pay attention, right? Okay, so I'm real anal. My cards are my baby. I they all have names. You have to understand.
don't drop your
I'm
baby.
quite upset that I didn't notice this. So, okay, they need me to tell you something right now. And look, sometimes direct messages are not easy, and I don't know who this is coming from, but
I'll shut
these
my
two
big mouth.
cards were flipped over in my deck, and this has got to be something directly tied to you because you're the energy that was
I
just in the
know who
deck,
my
right?
shadow
I,
people are. If they're talking to me,
I,
I'll know who they are.
so I was shuffling your energy out, and these two cards were literally in the deck. They didn't flip, they didn't fly, they didn't jump. So here's what's going on, right? You have a King of Pentacles in reverse, right? So this King of Pentacles is a male energy that's in your life, and he's very, very abusive, neglecting. He's probably very dominant. He's probably got a super ego that is just so disgusting. There's probably a lot of greed going on with this man. They paired him with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about somebody being a liar, conniving, a thief, a backstabber, a manipulator, all kinds of shit. So whoever this male is, and it does feel like this would be an older male. I don't know if it's father or uncle, or unless you have like an older brother or something, or maybe even you're lucky enough to have one of your grandparents. I don't know. But this male energy that's coming through is somebody that's alive right now. So this is a heads up from the other side. And as a Ouija and somebody that works with the dead every single day, day in, day out, like I said, there's no off switch. Once you cross, you can't come back and say, oh, I didn't know that. It don't work that way. Now, whether or not they let you remember it, that's between you and your connection. But what I can tell you is this male, he is bad, bad news. So if this is a warning and this, you know who this person is, you need to immediately remove their energy from you. Like I said, sometimes we can't control who our family is, but we can control our choices. People misunderstood the concept of free will, and then you die and you realize that's only half of the damn statement. It's not free will, it's free will of choice. They left that part off because they wanted to hold on to control. So they shortened it. Oh, it's your free will. No, 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 no. You never had free will. You just had free will of choice. So you have the choice and the right to keep this person in your life, depending on who he is. I don't know. But I would highly recommend that you want them to eat, but not at your table. You want them to be alive and well and healthy, but they don't have to like literally gain anything off your
He's not.
skirt tail.
He is
So
not a living man.
absolutely, I would learn and quickly figure out who it is if you don't know, and get them out of your life. If they want to change
I'll
and
tell
they
you
want to
what.
come
He is
back, if
not
they
a
love you,
living
they'll
man.
change. But if they don't love you,
He
you're
is
gonna
not a
stay this
living man.
person, and you'll be better off without them in the long run.
I'll tell you what. That is not a living man. That's a force. That is not a living man. Every living man that I know above that age or whatever, they don't have anything against me. They don't have anything to hate me. They only have a little bit of
No, not
support for
you,
me.
not you, not you, honey, not you, not you. The one I just did
Yeah.
the read on,
Oh,
not you,
oh, oh,
Joe.
wow, wow. I thought it was
No,
me.
not you.
I thought it
No,
was me. Oh, what?
no, no,
Fuck,
no, no, no. I was
Rusty.
cleaning the energy out from
Shit.
him,
I
and
was saying
they
there
were
is
like,
no
look
living
down, and
man
I looked
on
down, and I'm
that
like,
age.
oh, these went, and I didn't even see them. They went with the other cards. Yeah, not you.
Shit, Rusty, that's on you. Rusty, that's on you. I'm gonna tell you, there
Yeah,
is no living man over my age that has any agency over me, because my father
yeah,
is
no,
my father. My father is my partner right now. He feels like he only has a short time on Earth, but it doesn't matter. He's
right. No, it's the time you get
unequivocally,
together.
unequivocally
Absolutely,
supportive. You know,
absolutely.
there's
I'm just checking,
nobody
make sure
unless
ain't no
he's an
more flipped
entity
over
that
here,
is older
Rusty.
than time.
Yeah,
And
no,
Rusty, that's okay
that was
too,
for
because I
Rusty.
know that you have a complicated life, and Rusty may have already went to sleep, but you're picking up the rest
Right.
of your cards, so
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
I was just
fair enough.
I was shuffling the energy out, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even see these. So they do go
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your read.
But
Right.
I just know that that can't be. You know what I mean? Like I know all the people above me. I know all of them. And like none of them are that way. Why would they be? like I'm not on anybody's bad side. I only support them too. Like if they ask me for a fucking help or project, I'm in. I'm in all the time, you know. So they would never have that. They
Right.
would never have that.
100%. Right. No, I feel you. I'm the same way. As long as I can. If I'm capable, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to do anything I can.
And
Now, I
I
didn't
go
used to be that
beyond.
way.
I stretch myself like taffy. You know what I mean? I'll do that. You know. And a lot of people they suffer because they stretch themselves too far for their family. But I don't have anything to suffer either. Like I have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Like all I have to do is say like, oh, okay, tomorrow I got to
So,
move that way. I got to liquidate. You know what I
so
mean? I'll
Rusty,
still be
this,
rich. I'm rich forever.
right. Right. So Rusty, did that guy, this gentleman that
Oh,
just I noticed, did so you know who this guy is?
I,
I'm glad
he
you
doesn't come
recognize
around
it, but
anymore. But
like I said, it could just be a heads up. Maybe he could be getting ready to try to come around. I don't know. The holidays are coming around. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna try to hit you up. So
right.
just
It's when he
it could
comes
just
back
be a
around.
heads
The other
up.
shoe
But
drops.
it was in there, so it was
The
like,
other
oh, I
shoe
can't
drops,
ignore it.
Rusty. He's coming back. You know who it is though, because you already said he doesn't come around much anymore. He
Exactly.
might.
So yeah, if they want to change, they will. You know, they don't want to change for the person that wants them to change. They have to want to change for themselves. If they change for the wrong reasons or the wrong person, then it never stays. They fall right back into those old patterns and they start repeating the same damn circle over and over and over again. They're like their own version of insanity. It's like, why do they keep trying to get something different? They're doing the same shit. And they really expect to get a different outcome. So it's like, wait a
Right.
minute. Who's the
I keep
fool and
throwing
who's
it
the
at the
damn
wall. It's
fool?
not sticking. You know. It's not
Exactly.
sticking.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would take it as a warning that, like it could be just because the holiday season is coming up. I'm a big Samhain lover, so Samhain kind of starts my season for me. So I'm ready to start
Oh
partying
yeah.
and family celebrating as soon as Samhain starts blowing in them chilly airs and shit. So Sean, I saw your
They literally
question,
call it
and
end
as
of.
long as Joe's okay with it, I'm absolutely okay with it. It's my
Well,
thing. I
they
love.
literally call it end of summer. They literally call it end of summer, Samhain, right? But it's like it's the beginning of the most comfortable time. You
Well,
know,
you have
when they
Maybon comes right before Samhain. We're coming out of Maybon now and entering Samhain. Maybon
right.
comes before Samhain, yeah, and then it the seasons. I have like all of the wheel written somewhere. But yeah, the fall would be Maybon. Maybon brings in the fall. And then Samhain
Right.
closes the fall season with the final third harvest and brings in the Yule energy, which will carry us to the winter solstice and then the end of the year.
Well, Rusty, whoever the heck that is, you know what I mean? You got to keep him back this time. You got to keep him back this time. Because you said you
I
knew
would
who it was,
strongly
right?
recommend it. And it's all about boundaries though. As long as you have healthy boundaries and you will not accept the energy anymore, you don't have to let them rent space in your head and you don't have to let them stop you from going to any family functions, get-togethers, gatherings, feasts, exchanges or just whatever because they no longer are holding power over you. When you take that power back, you are the one that is transmuting the pain from something that was using you to now you using the pain for something that encourages you and gives you strength and puts a little fire under your ass to keep your guards and your boundaries up when they're around. And when they're not, like your guard back down and enjoy yourself. But just remember that there was a warning and the universe always has our back in abundance. So uh trust in warnings. They usually come for a reason. A lesson, a blessing, a season, or a reason. So one of them will prevail in the older male that is not so nice.
Right, right. And Rusty, he already said he knows who it is. And you know what?
Right.
Rusty has a
Absolutely.
lot of power, and
Mhm.
you're probably like more humble, but at this point, just flex, just show him. You know what
A
I mean?
little,
Like
yeah.
just keep him
A
at
little bit of how
bay.
you're unbothered, but you really want to work through the emotions beforehand. You do not want to explode. You don't want to have a tower moment while you're trying to show that you have already transmuted the pain, right? You want it to be authentic, you want it to be genuine, and you want it to last. You don't want it to be just some quick glue, and then the quick glue cracks and breaks out eventually. Eventually, every nail comes out. Eventually, it will all crumble if it doesn't have a solid foundation. So make sure you do any and every bit of shadow work you need to do to remove any and all power that he could possibly use, or have over you. And then once you're done with it, literally let the trash take itself out. If anybody else picks up your trash along the way, so be it. They may need it, they may grow from it themselves, but you're done with it and you don't need it anymore. So just remember to let it all go on a full moon. That's when I recommend you throw away all of the trash that you're no longer using, or that's no longer using you in a safe way. If it's detrimental, be a reptile. Shed that out so that you don't suffocate. That's what the shedding of the skin is, the releasing of the painful memories and holding on to something a little bit more valuable, like yourself.
Well, there you go, man. There you go. And he said, "I do," meaning, I guess, that
Good
he
shit.
already knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Sean was wanting to read, but it's completely up to you. I mean, if you're okay with me doing a
heck
read.
yeah, heck yeah. All right, Sean. Sean. First of
Do you
all,
have a specific
First of
question?
all, Sean, I'm gonna try to resend you your package tomorrow. I'm gonna fight with the post office once again. But last time I did that, it's actually on my, channel. Last time I did fight with the post office, they got me hooked up with somebody who, shit me out forever. I don't want to send you hundreds of dollars worth of shit and have you fuck me, forever. But we're gonna do it. Sean, it's your turn for the reading.
Do you have a very specific question or anything you want me to look at, or energies, or just a general?
Come on up, Sean. If you chat, I'll relay. He said amazing, but let's go.
I just want to know what deck to get. I'm just waiting
I
on
just want
him.
to say that, like, I don't know what's wrong with me and my polarity, but last time I tried to do something right, it exploded in my face. So I hope it doesn't, Sean. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Sean
You
says
live
I
with a
live with a
ghost.
ghost question mark. Wow. Let's go with that.
Absolutely. Well, I will find out. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed, let me see.
FM mode. AM mode.
Hi, Luke. I have a question. So, I have a gentleman here. His name is Sean, and he is respectfully has a question. He's wondering to know if he has or lives with a ghost, and if he does, how many are there? Could you please answer the spoken question? 11. You have 11. 11 again. You have 3 that are personal. Somebody just said, "What's up, bud?" I think they just said my cat's name, Creep, and Dawn. Michael or Nick maybe. The 3 that stay with him all the time, are they guides, teachers, or mentors? Yes, really. Okay, thank you, smart butt, whoever said that. The 11 that are there, are they just passing through or do they stay there permanently? Permanent? Okay. So, how long have they been there? Say that again. I think they're saying 1800s. They've been on the land that wherever you're living at, they've been on that land since the 1800s. There's 11 of them that are there permanently. There's 3 that are with you. They are guides, teachers, or mentors. And that's what the spirit box said to answer your question.
Yeah, yeah,
Mike was one of the names.
we heard more than one person's name. They threw out a
Yes.
couple of names.
Yes,
Mike, did you
there's a
hear Mike John?
Michael, there's a Dawn, and then I barely caught that third one, but I can't remember it now. But
Right.
they're just kind of always around. So there's this thing on the other side. There's this squad, right? And it's called your spirit squad. So basically there's 6 that's usually kind of always part of our team. They're always usually around us. Most of the time, we don't know it as your normal human that's never died or doesn't have a specific Claire gift or a psychic or a medium or whatever, talk to the dead, right? So what I'm trying to say is so that one of those 6 is going to be a spirit guide, right? So that one that I couldn't really catch the name, they usually kind of aren't worried about their name being very clear in the beginning because it's more about the connection. The Dawn would probably be maybe someone that you knew in either this walk or in one of your walks. You would have known her or recognized her in some way, and she's still on the other side walking with you. And then you have the immediate family, right? Even if you were on bad terms when that person passed and crossed over, there's no emotion on the other side, right? Unless you died in a violent rage fit or a terrible accident, or you died so suddenly you don't even realize that you're dead. Um, Most of the time, there isn't any emotion. So even if you were enemies in real life, that's not going to be the same on the other side. They're going to still be part of your team. They're still going to love you. That connection is still going to be there, regardless of what the relationship was while living. So even if it's somebody that you didn't get along with or you guys weren't seeing eye to eye, that doesn't stop them if the universe has chosen them to be your human guide, right? That human connection. And it's usually a family member or a very close friend that you would call a brother or sister type situation, but it is usually a blood relative. So if you have 3, you would be gaining 3 more throughout the remaining walk of what you have left of this walk that you're in right now. So I would use them 3 to start building your connection and start working your way out. Like just make little ripples in the water every day. You don't have to worry about rip tides or tsunami or tidal wave, none of that. Just little bitty ripples. Start working that. Or maybe if you have sand, you could just kind of rake the sand for the calm. You want the calm. You want the rhythm of the ripple, the slow ripple, or you want the calm and the stillness and the sand. And you'll make your connection, and then you can start expanding more and learning more about the team that we all have with us all the time, because they are always around us all the time. You just can't physically see them unless you've walked with them or you work with them on the other side.
Okay. Wow. So, like, any of us could be walking around with like 6 leaders somewhere in our consciousness that are telling us do it this way, do it this way. Some of them we
Mhm.
might have known before, some of them maybe not. Some of them might be familial connections. but they're
Yes.
leading us all this time. Well,
Yes.
Sean
Yes.
said
They
thank
have our
you, and
highest
I'm just
good in mind. Our highest good. Yes. There's no benevolent or
there's no
deviant
malevolent
energy.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no malevolent
malevolent.
energy.
I meant
Everything is
malevolent.
benevolent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah, for
deviant
sure, for
energy.
sure.
It's good. It's for
And
your best life. Yeah.
I can absolutely guarantee that because as we meet randomly on the electrical highways here, we
Uh
got
huh.
6 friends that are here, all benevolent. So I don't think there's any malevolent energies that are attached to you that want to take you down, Sean. Because why would we all love you? Why would we all be trying to help you? They would have told us already to stop. You know what I mean? They would have heard us. We would get buzz, buzz, when we try to reach out for you. So I totally believe all of
I
that. You know what I mean?
Well,
I totally
what
believe that.
I don't tell anybody what I do on the other side, but what I will tell you
So,
is if it was not friendly or for your best interest, I would have known immediately. I would have known before I ever like before the live button even went live. I would have known that a PC was going to cross my path, and I would have been watching every single one of you, and I would have figured it out, and I would have been able to warn who it was. So trust me, there is nothing evil that is amongst us right now. I am holding a
right,
circle for all of us. We are all protected. Those that
right.
believe and those that do not. Those that have walked as above, so below, as within, so without, from the universe to our soul. Trust me, we are well protected.
Yeah. So being that we're in a blanket of all people of good intentions, that's all good, right? And even everybody else, like if they haven't entertained this thought or understood, they need to understand like what have you done for the last 20 years? What have you been studying? Like don't discount something you don't know. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like just
I
be
was going
cool,
to
just
school for
listen
my
in.
master's in psychology
Right.
with a special in criminology. So I absolutely know a whole lot about the brain. And then I've had 8 aneurysms, 15 brain surgeries, um, 2 heart attacks, 2 strokes. I fought cancer twice. I've been to prison. Yeah, yeah, I have enough schooling, life experience, and education to back up every single thing I'm saying. Plus, I've walked with them on the other side twice. So, yes, I believe I'm qualified to talk about life in many ways. So, I like when people can have multifaceted, layered conversations. It's sexy. It's interesting. It brings people together in unorthodox and unconventional ways, and that is the best part because you find out that it's woven through the patterns of existence. Like our paths were all going to cross eventually, and it was just we all got to meet in good energy and good vibrations when some people didn't get to meet in good energy and good vibrations. So it's cool to
Boy,
have a cool channel where you can
a
just
little bit
vibe.
of good soul, a little bit of good soul loves to beat a or eat a little bit of good soul. You know what I mean? Like we have this
Absolutely.
great time where we can share that gum.
So
Is
I
it
do have a
mine? Is it
message for
yours?
you,
Is it
Joe.
somebody else's?
Hold on. I actually I have a message for you if you're willing to hear
Sure,
it. Okay,
absolutely.
so Miles says, as we've been sitting here talking, he would like to address you since, he doesn't want you to feel left out. Miles
Okay.
talks really fast, so I'm going to try to keep up with him.
Yo, where you from, Miles?
He is a
What
fifth
can I do you
dimension
for?
angel. He's a fifth dimension angel.
Why you talk so
He's
fast?
just above us. He's just above us. The dimension right above us. That's where he's from.
All right, cool, cool. My crown.
I do understand that. Yes. I okay. Yeah. Can you breathe and me talk now? Okay, you breathe. Hold that thought. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay. So the first thing Miles wants to address is that you're putting a restriction on yourself. You're holding back from yourself. Discipline, self-discipline only works when you play as hard as you discipline yourself. When you aren't bringing enough let your hair down play kind of energy, life is going to continue to throw them lefts at you because you're not adamantly making the best choice for yourself. You could be putting people before you. You could be putting people's needs before yours. And he's saying you need to pull back from that. There is a time and a place for everything and everything in its place. And what you are forgetting is that you don't deserve to be on a shelf. You don't allow anyone else to be on a shelf. So stop putting yourself on a shelf. Apparently, there is something in your life that you are holding back from yourself, whether you are aware of it or not. There is something that is very healthy waiting, but it takes a little bit of that curiosity to build up inside of you. So if you don't start getting curious to some things, you are going to miss a huge opportunity that is not that far away from you right now. You can't reach out and grab it right now because you're on two different frequencies. It's several levels above you, but once you open this part of you back up, is what it feels like.
Yeah, I
Everything
did
that
it
is
before.
waiting
You're
for
right.
you and hitting all these detours waiting for you, like it's waiting for you. You have got to bring your
I did
vibration
it
up to
before.
it. It's not going to lower its vibration for you. It's going to be patient and it will continue to hit detours for you, but you must bring your vibration up in order to match vibrations. And once you bring your vibration up, you will have an imagination that will just bring in an abundance of something. There's something that's just either you just let it burn up on a pot on the back burner in your head, or you literally just crumpled up the paper and threw it away because you
I
kept
did it
putting
before,
everyone
and I'll
else
do it
before
again.
you.
I did it before, and I'll do it again. You can tell
Um,
him.
well, it feels like something that would have been within 5 to 7-ish years ago. And it would have been something that it feels like you're not sure how to get into it with a healthy curiosity, is what he says it feels like.
I don't want to
Like
hurt the other
you feel
people.
like there's
I
a
don't want to hurt.
consequence, and he's letting you know there's no consequence this time. But you have to get your vibration up before like you get the VIP access. Like they're only just gonna let you kind of tiptoe around in the water for right now until you bring your confidence vibration and your need for it to be a part of you. You can't deny a part of you and then expect other parts of you to shine when you're denying parts of you from shining as one. So grow as one within yourself instead of shutting parts of you off just to make other people happy.
I don't want. I'll tell you what. I've done it before. I'll do it again. You can tell him, and I will do it again. I don't want the
Well,
people
he
on the
says the
side
only
to feel
problem
like,
with that is if you make a promise with an angel, they expect you to keep your
well,
promise.
I don't want the other. The only reason I haven't done it so forth, and I will do it future, is because I don't want the people on the side to feel like they've been discounted. So I have to like
See,
settle up
see,
my
see,
debt.
see, right there.
I have
It's
to
that
settle up
right
my debt.
there. It's there, right there, right there, right there. You are worried about that's called forced thoughts. Miles says those are forced thoughts. You're allowing someone else's thoughts to force its way in your earworm its ass way into your head and rent space for free. It's just living up there. It's just living up there. It's taking away from space that you deserve to give to you. And if you can't give it to you, guess who else you can't give it to? Your children, your wife, your family, your vows, your commitments, all you. You can't give you to you if you're giving you to everyone but you. So you need to put everyone else's forced thought on a shelf. Tell it to time and place. Next Tuesday at 7, that Tuesday at 7 don't never have to come. And as long as it's got a time and a place, it ain't going to bother you and rent space in your head that you deserve for yourself. And
Thanks,
that's your
Miles.
Miles message.
Thanks, Miles. Thanks, Miles. Thanks, Miles. Yeah, I'm just trying to get them paid out, man. I'm just trying to get them paid out.
Okay, well, just don't cut your nose off to spite your face. You know, we all do it. We're all human. We all freaking do it. We all do it. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm constantly telling my roommate, do something for yourself, do something for yourself, do something for yourself. You're always doing for others. You're always doing for others. And when he's not doing for others, he's also still not doing for himself. He forgets to put himself first. And it's like, hey, get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it. So this cruise that we're taking in 23 days, this is about putting
Right,
us first. You know, we we
right.
we we've got our tickets, we've got everything, everything's paid in full. We got everything. I'm almost got my bags packed.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Thomas
yeah.
don't even have
Yeah.
his suitcase out.
I think Thomas said
And
he'll
my
do it.
shit's
I think he
packed.
said he'll do it 5 minutes before you leave, but you've been doing it since now. You know what I mean?
That's definitely Thomas. He don't even have it out yet. He don't even have. He barely has like. I'm like, well, where's your stuff? I can, help you get it together. No. He just looks at me like, leave me the hell alone. Like this is like his fifth or sixth cruise. Like he is a soldier at this, and I'm
Oh,
first
right on,
cruise
right on.
virgin over here, and I'm fucking ready to go. And I'm like, I'm just going crazy. I'm so ready. I am ready for them Bahamas, baby. I love the heat. I love the warmth. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I
I
love the
cannot wait.
sun hitting
I've
the
never
back of
left
my
the
neck,
country. I'm a
man.
felon. So I'm getting to leave the country. I'm getting to cruise on this big, gorgeous, beautiful Carnival Dream cruise ship. Oh man, I just can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, one
And it's gonna
time
be November, so it's gonna be
I was
cold
watching on the
somewhere, and I'm
news,
gonna be
right?
hot. Huh?
I was watching on the news where they had like a cruise ship sliding around and all the like
I well, I
all the
saw a
like
short
gambling
like that.
machines were
Yeah.
sliding, right?
Yep. I
But
saw.
then I
Well, I
talked
don't
to my
know if
friend
it's the
because
same one, but yeah, I
my
saw
my, my
something like
friend
that,
was
and I was like,
my friend
"Whoa,
was a longtime
I would
cruiser
be
and a longtime
sleeping."
gambler, and I was like, "Oh, did that ever happen?" She said, "Yeah, that happened." You know, like all the gambling machines were sliding around. She was like, "I didn't want to leave. I was just like trying to keep hitting the
Damn.
button." You know?
Hey, brother Thomas, is brother Thomas? Hold on one second.
What's up, brother Tom?
Hey, have you ever been on the ship when the ship was rocking with big old waves? No, never. Good. Well,
It'll
let's
never
hope that
happen. It's not
the
gonna happen.
golf gets its act right between now and the next 2 weeks. Like, come on, golf, you got to like just
Oh,
about
okay,
3 weeks.
okay.
Get your act
You're
together,
right.
golf.
You're right.
We're
That makes
going
me more
golf.
scared.
It's all golf to
That makes
international.
me more
Yeah,
scared. Things have been really messed up
yeah.
recently,
This is
right?
not the
So,
Atlantic or the Pacific, huh?
right, right.
Huh?
It's scary. You're
What'd you
right.
say?
It's scary. It's scary. Oh, it's scary because
It's
all the
scary. Is it?
the storms out right now. You know, Hugo or whatever,
Oh
whatever.
well, hell yeah, right now. But shit, it's a hurricane. I'm
Yeah.
talking about after the hurricane goes night night, like back out to the Atlantic somewhere.
You know, I hope
uh,
so. Like best wishes,
have
you
a
know.
great
But I was
night
just
yourself,
scary.
Sean.
See you, Sean. See you, Sean.
I hope the
Yeah. No,
connection
I'm
helped
just.
you.
It's very scary to me. You know what I mean? Like anything could happen.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah! I
But
love the water.
but how much
Oh, I
fun
love
is
the
that?
water,
How
but
much
I would
fun is
be
that?
I would
You're
be
going out for.
uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, we're always uncomfortable when we step out, right? But like that's better than a hotel vacation. Like my kids and I, we take like a 3 day hotel vacation if we can afford it every year, you know? And
Uh
that's so they
huh.
can go downstairs and go into the pool and then come upstairs, go to sleep in like nice cold beds, and then go down and get the breakfast and whatever, you know. And so we just
Right.
do that because it's something we can afford, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if they could
So,
go to a cruise for like a
Tom,
whole week, They would love
Right.
it. They would love it.
Yeah, it's 8 nights, 9 days. And Thomas said to
Right.
picture a 5-star hotel, 18 or no, 15 or 16 floors high, of like
Right.
luxury city floating in the middle
Heck,
of the damn Gulf of Mexico. And I'm like, I'll take it. Let's go.
right.
I'm
Right.
down. I'm down. Hell yeah, I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah. It's
I want to
really a
see
once in a lifetime
dolphins. Oh
opportunity.
my god, I want to see dolphins so bad. God, I am
I've
craving some
seen dolphins
dolphins.
out in the in the surf, but at the same time, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. What you're doing, so
Yes, for me, it absolutely is a once in a lifetime. This is a huge milestone for me. Like, this wasn't even on my bucket list, Joe. Like, I never even knew this opportunity was ever gonna cross my path. Like, never, ever in a million. Never, ever. For one, I
right.
don't have no passport. I'm a convicted felon. I ain't never gonna be able to leave the country, right?
I don't
Nope.
want to
All
leave
of
the
that
country. I don't even
changed.
want to.
All of that changed, and now I'm eligible for passports, and I can leave the country now, and I can vote. And I'm like, wait, what the hell? So brother Thomas and I, he asked me, I absolutely, and it wasn't very much, but you know I mean that I could, I didn't I don't have a lot of income, so
Right? Yeah. Fuck it.
I
I
paid what I
understand. I
could,
understand.
and
But
the
if you
universe
bought
made it happen,
one
and
meal a
I'm
day,
grateful
right
for
out
this
there,
opportunity.
you pay for the whole thing. It's one meal a day out there, like $102 or whatever a day. But you get everything. You get everything.
Right.
You get a place to
Well,
sleep. You
well,
get a place to
everything,
drink.
the
You know.
food is included, but you have to pay. You have to get drink packages or excursions. None of that is included. Like, it's not all inclusive, like a sandals or something you would think like a resort kind of thing. It's still like 5-star hotel. You're gonna have to pay for your top shelf liquor. You're gonna pay for your
Yeah.
Starbucks freaking $30 coffee or $15 coffees. You're gonna pay for that, but you can get like the standard drink package, which is your sodas, your
Right.
teas, your coffee, with your meals, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Waters,
My mom
a
always says.
very
My mom always says
reasonable
there's
price.
like a. My mom says there's like a pizza and salad bar for everybody. That's what she
Yeah,
says
well,
when you
yeah,
go
the
to
food
a
there's
cruise.
food that's pretty much
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, there's buffet, there's several different restaurants that are included in your package, in your room package. So
Right.
and the food is pretty good from, I mean, like, I have had, I don't know how many different opinions, because Thomas and I have been planning this for over just right at almost a year now, and I think we
Right.
started planning for it in December of last year, not last year, December of last year. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we just made the final payment, so we're all paid in full. We're not backing out, fully committed, all that good shit, and we oh shit, see, there goes the aneurysms. What was I saying? I forgot.
Oh no, you've been planning for a year, and everything is included. There's some
Oh,
extras,
yeah,
but
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
same time, I think
Yeah,
the
there's
main thing
there's
is like
several
just don't be
restaurants included
uncomfortable.
with the
Don't be
food. Yeah,
uncomfortable about being trapped. Don't be
right.
uncomfortable about being in a can. you know.
Yeah, I've had some opinions like that. Like they say that's literally the only thing that stops them from going on a cruise is they feel like they're in a can. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been on a ship this big before. I've been on like deep sea fishing boats. They're pretty big. I've been on houseboats, I've been on yachts, I've been on pontoons, I've been on
Yeah.
catamarans,
Houseboats are
I've been
nice,
on some
right?
nice sized boats, but I've never been on a cruise ship. Are you kidding me? This is
Where
bigger
you
than the
can't leave.
Titanic. No, I'm taking this chance.
You can't leave. Yeah, that's all. That's all. That's But it's a floating hotel, obviously. That's what
Yep.
Thomas was saying, right? It's a
Yep.
floating
Yep.
hotel, 5 star.
It's like a 5-star
Enjoy
hotel.
it.
It's
Enjoy it.
got like it's got like 2 or 3 stories of just like stores, shopping stores, department stores, souvenirs, trinkets, candies, liquor.
Right.
Like apparently there's like a liquor, like a liquor store. A liquor
Right,
store.
right, right, right.
Like really, there's like 38 bars, man. We need a liquor store. Yeah, this is your neighborhood 5-star hotel. Yeah, yeah. Every 5-star hotel's got 38 bars and and a casino. It's got a casino.
I would
So
name a celebrity. Well, of course they need it, but all of them are like canceled, so I can't name any celebrities. So
I don't know. I'm just so excited, man. Joe, I cannot wait. Like, and I'm telling you, this dream I had last night. I don't know what I can say about it, but I woke up laughing my ass off. Like, did I really fall off the damn boat?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
did I?
yeah. All,
So the
all I
whole
wanted, all I
story.
wanted to say from the beginning to the end is there's no way that that's literal. Whatever
I
fell off
thought
the
it was a
boat, it wasn't
dream, but
real.
fuck, I hope not.
Yeah, there's
Fuck.
no way. There's no way. It
Hell
has
no.
to mean something else.
Oh, well, of course. So they say that if you dream about falling, it's usually because you're neglecting something in your life. Trust me, I am not neglecting anything in my life. Um,
Right.
what I can say is that I'm so excited about it. I think it was more about be still. It was more like, little girl, be still. Because I think if there was really any danger to what it was trying to tell me, or if it meant anything other than um relax and chill out, I think I wouldn't have been stopped. Because you're not going to fall off the ass end of a boat that big and not fall right into the damn propellers, especially if you're floating in the middle of the ocean. So I would have been fish food immediately where I
It would have
fell
been
at, because
chum.
I literally was falling right. Like I was looking down, like, oh, I'm going right between the propellers. I'm glad we're docked. Like we're docked in the. And then I woke up and I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, I have got to chill out. Like I am so excited.
Right, 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 right. Yeah.
I think it's excitement. I'm like a little kid. It's going to Disneyland for the first time. I never got to do that as a kid. So I guess this is my version of Disneyland or something. That's what I feel like as a little giddy kid.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait till I can take my kids, or at least a couple of them, on a cruise or something,
Man,
because
I am
they love
48 and
everything like that.
I am so glad I am now getting to do it where I'm grown. I don't think I love water. I've been to the ocean. I don't know how many times, many times. I love water. I've always been around some kind of body of water somewhere, and I don't know. I've just got this connection to water. I can't explain it.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that.
I'm back.
Uh,
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Thank you for coming back. Oh.
Yeah. I used to be like, they considered me like a kid who was reckless with water or whatever. But at the same time, like when I was a baby, like I was dying of like scarlet fever, and they had to put
Oh
me in
wow.
ice water, so I didn't care that the ocean was beating me up and pushing me around. I didn't care about that, so they thought I was kind of funny, that I would just lay in it. And I was like, I feel better. I feel this is warm water. This is warm water. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think I could have.
I love the ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. I love it. It is my favorite spot. Well, it's not okay. It's my favorite spot, but it's not my happy spot. If that makes any sense. My happy place would be a cemetery because it's very peaceful. It's very quiet, and I don't have to deal with humans and their emotion and their clutches and bags and their I can't and I won't and I did and it's never usually the truth. It's usually
Wow.
um They've convinced
So the
themselves so
cold
much of
end.
the lie becomes a truth. Morning,
So
morning, morning.
in the cemetery, the cold end is what? Like it's just nothing. It's just
I'm sorry,
quiet.
the what?
In the cemetery where you feel comfortable, they're not complaining anymore. They're not.
No,
They're
it's
just
peace.
done.
It's peace.
Yeah.
It's sacred ground and it's peace.
I think there's a
It's
lot of
still,
it.
it's quiet.
I think that's a big thing. Like the symbology, right?
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
like a mason will have the compass on his grave, and somebody will have the cross on their grave, and somebody will have the whatever on their grave.
Yep,
So I think
yep.
all the symbology also to me is very like calming or understanding of like this is the diversity of the world.
Right.
There's 1,000 different ways to approach a lifestyle. And I don't think I did it wrong. I don't think you did it wrong. I think we just did it our own way. You know what I mean? It makes me feel better, really.
Uh, it if that's what makes you feel better, then it's that combination of if you like it, I love it. I mean, you have to support what makes people comfortable and strong until they either know or grow. So if that's what if that's what feels right to you, then who in the hell would I ever be to take somebody's dream, their hope, their desire, their strength from them? I wouldn't do it. I'm
Well,
not that type of person.
when I see the symbols, I knew they had a passion for something. That makes me feel better. Like anytime I
Absolutely.
see a symbol, I knew they had like a focus in life. And I'm
Yes,
like, cool.
there's
He
something
has
that
some sort of,
represents. Yep. Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
that
Rusty,
makes
we're
me
on
feel much
StreamYard.
better. Oh, yes, Rusty, this is a StreamYard. Is a StreamYard. And then Navi, you woke back up? You guys want to come in or what? You want me to drop the link? Is that what you mean? I'll be right back if it's okay. What do you
It's
what do you
your show.
what do you got in your hands?
Back scratcher.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just thought it was like a fidget or something. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, I have my wand right here. I could have been playing with that, right?
Right. I just recently saw like he was a reader, right? And he was explaining to the guys, I don't only have a wand, I have all the other implements. And he was doing that like to like more legitimize himself to non-believers, right? And I was thinking, isn't that absurd? Like, what is he going to say? I have a book and a belt. Like, what is he going to say if somebody doesn't want to listen to what he says? It's not just a wand. I have a book and a belt.
I
I
I
don't think
I
that's going
respect
to impress them.
right. I respect people that aren't ashamed or they don't worry about the stigmatism that comes with tools because I myself, like I said, I work with the dead. I would consider myself and they would consider me a Ouija, right? So a Ouija is
Right.
someone that talks or works or communicates with the dead. It's not
Medium.
necessarily a piece of cardboard box.
Right.
You know,
Right.
a board is the tool, right? So in my world, I would say it doesn't matter what tool you use as long as you
Right.
understand and respect the tool no matter what it is. Not everybody is going to be able to use the same tool. Not everybody is meant to use the same tool. That's why there's so many different tools, right? But in
Sure.
theory, I don't need an S box. I don't need tarot cards to relay messages or help anyone with situations. I can talk and I can pay attention to what they say because they can connect with other people's guides, their life, their existence, their situations, right? The cards, S box. In truth, that stuff is for the person that's asking for the read or asking for the connect. It's easier when you can physically see a card than it is to just have someone just pulling knowledge right out of their head. They're gonna be like, well, where are they getting that information from? You know, they get all the craziness. But when you can sit here and show them this card is this and it means blah 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 blah, you can tell them what the card means, but it's once you interpret what all of the cards are telling you, that bigger picture, because they're usually not always going to tell you the personal stuff, because they don't know if you, for one, are connected, but you don't need them for the connection. It's just the tools you choose to work with your guides with. So if that's all you had was a bell and a wand, I would say that's probably an incredibly intuitive or empathetic person that can read a lot of energy, maybe read auras, maybe they study color. You know, there's something
Sure,
incredibly talented within them. If that's literally the
they
only
can
two
do that.
tools that they use, like I'm
They can do
always
that, but
running around
they're
grabbing
never
one of
going
my
to.
disruptive tools. Yep, absolutely. I think
They're
tools are
never going
wonderful.
to. They're never going to convince like sort of a skeptic or whatever by saying I have two or three more tools. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So
No,
basically,
right.
a medium is somebody who does the work. A media is how they do it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter. You have to understand and respect and be open to the open end, like to the communication end. It's not really like whatever you're fiddling with. You know what I mean? It's just the codifying of the information that we've received, and I can deliver it to you. If you can accept it, then you can accept it. But if you can't, you probably never will. You're not open to it. You're not wanting to listen. But if it's not something you've done for 20 years, how can you judge it? You have to be open to
Absolutely.
understanding anybody
Absolutely.
who's been doing something and practicing. Open, look it up.
Right.
Look it up. Make
100%.
sure that makes sense. It makes sense.
Yep.
It does. So
Oh, of course it does.
I guess I'm just telling people that I'm trying to like advocate for the people that it's a hard sell on. It's just like, well, what have you been doing for 20 years? I trust you on your sit, and just check this out. Check it out.
Absolutely. Most people don't even get just how much magic is all around us. If they light a birthday candle and made a wish, guess what? That's magic.
Right?
If you said bless you to anyone that
Right?
sneezed, guess
Right.
what? That's magic. You're blessing them because every single one of their organs just stopped working for them to sneeze 1 or 30 times. That bless you is your way of saying you basically just came back to life, because every one of your organs just stopped working for you just to sneeze. So bless you.
I hate sneezing.
That's magic. That is a magical blessing. When you bless anyone, guess what? That's magic. When you what is it? Decorate a Christmas tree. Guess what? That is paganism magic. We were representing our hunters, our fishers, our men or people that were out. We were welcoming them in. We were lighting the way by lighting the trees, not on fire, but just lighting the trees along the path so they could see at night when they were coming in. So the decorating of the tree, which you now call the Christmas tree, has a very witchy pagan beginning. There's so many other things, like just
Oh,
there's
I've
just so many
leaned in.
ways.
I've leaned
It's
into
it's just
Christmas so
it's
hard.
countless.
I didn't care that much until I had kids. I've leaned into Christmas so hard. It's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? I go
Right.
get my own mushrooms downtown and I eat them, and then I come back here and then I'm Santa Claus for all of them, and I decorate everything and I light it up and I do all of that, and then you know what I mean? Like, I've leaned into Christmas like it's the best thing in the world. You know what I mean? And it should be.
Absolutely.
It's just the rebirth of, this year or whatever. You know what I mean? So I do. I lean into Christmas. It's the best thing for these kids. I make the biggest deal. I make them buy each other gifts. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we do it. We give them
Interesting.
a budget. We make sure they get each other gifts, so that they're
Right.
invested and they love it. You know what I mean? Because
Right. Right.
my father was thinking like, "Oh, I hate to tell people that there was a Santa Claus or whatever." I'm like, "Nah, there ain't no Santa. You guys are Santa Claus. Everybody's Santa Claus. We have to do this. We have to. So we make the biggest deal out of Christmas, and it's wonderful because basically that's New Year's here.
Yeah. That's cool. That's what's up. I like the celebration and the family time and all that. That sounds wonderful. That sounds
Yeah,
cool.
we just lean into it like that's the most magical thing that we can do this year. It's just like buy gifts for each other. Here's your money. Buy 4 gifts for your brother. 4 gifts for each other. Whatever,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Mom and dad don't need anything. Mom and dad's already been through this shit. You know what I mean? So we just try to have that
Right.
great.
Right.
We got.
Joe, I don't mean to be the
Oh
spoiled
no,
sport here, but it has been a very long day for me, and I think
absolutely.
I need to crash. So I have an early
Cool,
start in the
cool,
morning. So,
cool.
but thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for allowing me to read on your channel. I appreciate
Thanks for
that.
coming up.
I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna
Thanks
jump
for
on
coming up.
anytime with you or in your chat. I appreciate you and your energy is really, really good.
Thank you, Hershey. We'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you. All right, everybody. See you later, man.